Here we have the Crafter FX-550 Electro-Acoustic Guitar. The first thing you'll notice about this guitar when you pick it up is the fact that it has a synthetic back. It doesn't have the wooden back and sides. So it's, as you can hear, synthetic. Now, the company that pioneered that technology was a company called Ovation. They still produce what are called bowlback guitars, even now today. This is Washburn's take on that, and the reason that bowlback guitars exist is to combat feedback, which is sometimes a problem with wooden electroacoustic guitars in higher volume situations. So let's start from the top again. The tuners are mini tuners sealed with large kidney knobs. They work very well. The neck is a mahogany neck. I think it doesn't state on the specs, but it certainly looks like mahogany, which is a acoustic guitar shape. I mean, this is, all intents and purposes, an acoustic guitar. Do not get fooled by the synthetic back. Its mission in life is to produce an acoustic guitar sound and feel like an acoustic guitar to play, but it should give you the advantage of being able to amplify the sound easier than might otherwise be possible with straight wooden guitars or even mic'd non-electro acoustic guitars. The body, as I mentioned, synthetic back, but on top of that is sitting the tonewood, which the soundboard is still made of tonewood. The particular wood here is African bubinga, I think it's pronounced that way, but it's a rather beautiful grain, as you might be able to see. It's very reminiscent of walnut. It's finished off around the edge with a nice chunky pinstripe binding. The bridge is a rosewood bridge. One of the features of this kind of bridge, you might notice there are no bridge pins there. One of the features of this bridge is that it has holes drilled up through the back, through which the strings go over the bridge, over the saddle. So you don't have bridge pins. Now, bridge pins are an old-fashioned piece of technology, and they're, in my opinion, far inferior to this. Certainly when you're restringing, it's far easier to use this kind of bridge than it is to use a bridge that has bridge pins. The saddle is white plastic, and that is compensated at the second and for a better intonation up the neck. Now, as it's an electroacoustic, there's a control panel at the top here. On the control panel you'll find a phase switch which changes the phase of the output if you've got some acoustic problems going on with the amplification that you're using. Hitting the phase switch is sometimes a single motion solution, if you like. There's a mute button, which is always handy. It's a very small one, but it's there, next to a rotary volume control. Underneath those are the EQs. We've got bass, middle and treble, and they are plus or minus 12 dB. So you can boost or cut those particular frequencies. And as a little extra icing on that particular cake, there's a scoop slider. Now, I haven't been able to discover which frequencies the scoop cuts out, but extreme left is flat, whereas the other sliders are flat in the middle, and there's a center indent to tell you that they're in the middle. The scoop is flat when it's extreme left and operates as you push it towards the right. Underneath that is the battery compartment. You must have a battery to run a guitar with EQ. Also bear in mind that the jack plug, once that's in, there'll be a drain on that battery, so don't leave it plugged in when you're not using it. And also, just to give you a word of warning, if the nut that holds in the jack socket comes off, it's a hell of a job to get the thing back out and reconnected. So as part of your maintenance routine, maybe when you change the strings, just tighten that nut there, and it'll save yourself a nightmare if you do that. Okay, so the sound of the thing is lean. It's designed for amplification. So it's acoustic sound. Although pleasant to listen to, doesn't have the volume that a conventional wooden body would give to it. So it's really something that if you're going to buy an electroacoustic with a bowlback, you need to be using it amplified for the majority of the time. But it's fine for practice, rehearsals, and you might get away with accompanying one voice on that volume level. But let's put it through an amplifier now and let you listen to the true voice of the thing. The scope of the EQ. So that's flat, and I'm going to boost the bass. Just full boost, now full cut on the bass. Put that back flat, and we'll do the same with the middle. Full boost on the middle. Full cut on the middle. Back to flat. Full boost on the treble. Full cut on the treble, back to flat. I'll give you an idea of that scoop. So this is without the scoop is flat to the extreme left of the slider, and this is to the extreme right. Oops. I think the scoop gives it a kind of studio feel to the sound. That's what people do in studios. They mess with the scoop. That's it for the Crafter FX-550. It's a sweet little machine if it's going to fill the job that you want it to do. And I remind you again that is amplified acoustic sounds rather than acoustic sounds.